The sword used in my novel, I call a battle sword. It's based loosely on a Patertia longsword. You have a long choil, which is the dull part in the front end of the sword or a knife. And the Patertia or the battle sword, it's long enough you can put two hands on it. This gives you some leverage here, so you can use the sword as a spear for close quarter work. Then you have a cutting edge for the remainder of the blade on the front, and then the back edge, there is a cutting edge about 1 hand in length. That's 1 cubit up from the hand, from the grip here. That means you can basically, if the sword is guarding your body close, it's not going to cut you if it's 1 cubit of length, that dull back portion. You do not need a very long grip on the battle sword. 1 hand down is enough. And actually on the battle sword, there's a round pommel here. You're actually grabbing on the pommel. And that will be your counterbalance here for your grip. That allows you to swing the sword one-handed or 2 hands worth of power if you need it. So it's a nice, versatile sword design. Ready? Cut 1. Chamber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we'll show your house blocks. He's coming in on a 4-hand diagonal down, cutting in the junction between my neck and my shoulder. His attack 1. I counterattack 1 with roof block 1. That comes in diagonally, very much like forming a roof on the top of the house. Point I want you to remember on this is the flat of the blade is against the shoulder, not the edge. You don't want to go edge to edge your opponent, that'll destroy your sword. Make contact only with the flat or with the back dull portion of the sword, not edge to edge. So, he comes in on 1, and cut. Notice that I'm not standing here absorbing the force, but as he comes in, I'm stepping and then deflecting out. My footwork here is 45 degrees on my deflection, and then stepping straight through for my cut. On the 2 lines, comes over the backhand diagonal down. There's my number 2 loop. Again, step 45, and then I can turn and pivot for my cut. 3 lines, uppercutting me on 3. When he comes in there, if I go and deliver number 3 to him, we're going edge to edge, not a good idea with a sword. You'll see that in the movies. You don't want to do that in real life. I'm actually making a number 2 cut to deflect his 3 cut. Then I can counter with a number 3 against him. His 4, his backhand line, I counter with a 1 cut, cutting down, and then cutting him on the 4 line. 5 is a horizontal to the head or neck area. Step off line here, I really want to retract my body, get outside the arc of his cut. My sword is there just for safety's sake. If I'm too close and I can't get my body out, I'll get his sword up, raise, and cut. Same thing on the backhand side. He comes in the backhand to my neck. I'm pulling my sword back with the back part of the sword moving back towards the retreat angle as my body escapes the arc of his cut. If I can't do that, if I'm too deeply in it, I feel the power pushing in on me, then I'll raise the sword up to get a cut. 7 is attack to the knee. Again, I don't want to go edge to edge. I'm coming down almost as if I'm taking a thin slice out of his sword. retracting my body so I don't get hit, and then a snap cut into his wrist from here with the back edge of the sword. 8 is a backhand, say knee attack. Again, retract your legs so you don't get hit. Thin slice out of the sword, a nice cut, backhand cut with the back edge of the sword into the wrist here. 9, he's going to give me a spear thrust, two-handed thrust into the midsection. That's a lot of power there. I need a lot of power to block it. Using my left hand to guide my sword. Don't grab, cutting edge there, just guide here. And then I can do a pommel hit and a cut to the head. And that's your house block.